Welcome back to Real Universal Knowledge. I'm your host, Antonio. Hey, today's topic: what is the key to happiness? Some people don't even know it's keys. Don't even know it's levels to all this. In order to understand happiness, you got to understand what happiness is. Happiness falls under a vibration. Vibrations are two realities that you go through in any particular subject. So I ain't gonna dive too deep into the vibrations, but just know vibrations. Everything that that's negative or could be that you would label as negative is on your negative side of your vibration, and the other side, everything that good can happen is on your positive side of vibration. So happiness is actually on the positive side of vibrations. Happiness is basically a belief, and a belief ain't nothing but a thought you keep thinking. So it's a belief because if I go back to one of my old posts, I mentioned you living in your own definitions, which mean that whatever you define is that definition. That is what you labeled it. So it has that definition now, which was just a thought that you thought. And you thought of it so much, you started to believe that this either make you happy or unhappy. But you could take a book, right? You could take, let's say you take two notebooks and label one happiness and the other one unhappiness, and write down all the things that make you happy in the one and all the things that make you unhappy in the other. You will notice that it's a lot of things that's on both sides. Like, you got the same things on your positive side because it make you happy sometimes, and you got it on your negative side. There's a reason for that because it's only two vibrations. So depending on which side you on is what you're gonna go through or what you're gonna feel. So if you're on the negative side of vibration, you're most likely to have an unhappy experience. If you're on the positive side of vibration, you're most likely to have well, you will have these experiences. Ain't most likely. You will have a negative experience if you're in a negative mood. You will have a positive experience if you're in a positive mood. So you got to think about unhappiness and happiness. It's basically a choice because without you and your definition of what made you happy or what make you happy, unhappy, it is what it is. Don't nothing have a meaning until we give it a meaning. It could be the same crowd of people that you hang with every day, and for some reason y'all got different opinions about different things. We could mention food. Everybody like this particular food and you don't. So when they mention the food, you unhappy. But when somebody else mention when they mention the food, the same restaurant, the people that like it get happy because they defined it as something that was a good experience, so it made them happy. And then on the other side, a person defined it as a bad experience, so it made him unhappy. You just got to keep up. It's all about you. You're the only one that could determine if this is happiness for you or this is unhappiness for you. Because everything is two subjects, like I said. It's what you want and what you don't want. What you like, what you don't like. It's the opposite of they both go together, just like the vibrations that go together, they just go together. They both present. Because when you see something you do like, you could think of a lot of things you might not want to happen to what you like, and vice versa. When you seeing things that you don't, or going through something that you don't, or don't make you happy, you can immediately think of what will make you happy because they both present at the same time. You just making a decision between the two, which is called vibrations. You're making a decision between what side I'm on, and from that side, I'm picking what I want to feel, what I want to label something, what I want to determine this means to me. So, happiness is just basically emotion. And the emotion is only triggered by thoughts. Without a thought, it can't trigger the emotion inside you. It can't trigger happy or unhappy. I seen this YouTube video. It was this guy. He had a girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? They had just moved into their new house, and he noticed that his girl been complaining about. They've been saving up for this new house for so long that they didn't have nice cars. They just had these little cars they get them back and forth to work. You know. So he kept hearing her say she want one, a new car, and what car she wanted. I think it was like I don't know what the kind of car it was. I just know it was an expensive car. So he decided with his budget and what he think he could do, he wanted to try to make her happy, and he come home with a Chevy. It was a nice little clean Chevy, not too fancy, nothing too fancy, just. And then he bought her a little bracelet, little tennis bracelet that he felt that would make her happy. So he come home with it, and she all happy about the tennis bracelet. Oh my God, you bought me a tennis bracelet. That is so cute. I love it. Kissed him. I love you. That is so cute. Thank you. I can never take this off. Then he said, okay, I got another present for you then too. Let's go outside. So she all, oh my God. She must, now it only could be a couple presents that's gonna be make a person want to come outside to see it, and that's something that drives or that's outside. So, you know, either or, so she comes outside, he got a blindfolded, and she get to the car, he take the blindfold off. She noticed it was a Chevy and it wasn't the car that she wanted. She threw the bracelet, like, I don't want this BS. You could have that garbage. I ain't want that anyway. And why you give me a Chevy? Who said I wanted a Chevy? Don't nobody want no. Everybody got a damn Chevy. Why the hell would I want to be riding around with everybody else? She just like went off. Like, wow. And that just lets you know that you can't make nobody happy, or you can't make nobody unhappy, because without a thought, you can have an emotion. So without you thinking it can't be anything. I don't know why people think that saying is valid when they say, I'm about to make my girl happy when I buy her this gift. No. She labeled these type of gifts happiness. So when you bring it to her, she gonna be happy. Now bring something that she labeled as unhappy to her. Watch what she respond, or they respond. And another key to happiness that I had to learn the hard way is it your business or is it someone else's business? Because a lot of people put themselves in business that has nothing to do with them, and now they unhappy when they was just happy. You came over happy, and your friend was going through something. You come over happy. They sitting there going through something. And what I mean by it, is it your business or is it their business? Meaning, if they're talking about something negative, you don't have to come over and add on to similar events that's negative also. Because it ain't your business that what they going through. Your business is to keep yourself happy, not to engage in drowning the person with even more bad news when they already going through some bad news. So is it your business or is it not your business? A person letting somebody get over on them and you mad because they letting them get over on them. Is it your business or is it their business? People will involve themselves and end up fighting because they're unhappy with what's going on. But it's not their business. So if they just stay minding their own business, they won't be unhappy. So remember that one of the keys to being happy is mind your own business. And every subject has its own negativity and own positivity. It just depends on who looking at it. You could be looking at it and it's making you happy. She could be looking at it and it's making her unhappy. So would you make a decision to be unhappy because you thinking about how unhappy it's making the person that you love or that you with? Or would you stay to what makes you happy about it? You just gotta. People say I'd be happy if I got money. Really? Well, money ain't nothing but like a middleman to your happiness. Because if that was the case, if it wasn't the case, you would just go and be happy. Instead, you work hard. Some people work jobs they don't even want to work to earn money to go do something that they feel gonna make them happy. What makes you happy and unhappy is basically what you make the object of your attention. What you put in categories of happiness and what you put in your categories of unhappiness is all in your brain. And your subconscious mind activated when it see it. When it see the things that you put in your unhappy file, you automatically get unhappy without even trying to. It just automatically happens because this is what you do with these situations or with these type of things. Just like your happiness. Soon as you see soon as your subconscious mind realize something that you deemed happy, automatically you just get happy. And people are like, damn, what the hell going on with you? You just got excited out of nowhere, and they can't understand what the hell just happened. But something you seen made you happy. So the key to happiness. It's all on you. Because when it all boils down to it, you still got to make the decision. And you already have made the decision of what makes you happy and what don't make you happy. So the key to happiness is to continue choosing thoughts and things that make you happy instead of going on the negative side and choosing things that you could find or finding things that make you unhappy. Love to those, and I'm out of here, man.